Well, what are we going to talk about today? Well, you saw the thumbnail, you read the title, that's what we're going to do. But I will start out with this, and that is happy 4th of July and happy 250th anniversary or birthday, or however you want to call it. I thought this nice patriotic house would be a good intro to this video. So let's go ahead and jump into the way I see it. Oh my, it is another triple-digit day here in South Central Pennsylvania. Makes me wonder, am I in Pennsylvania or am I in Mississippi? What the hell? I guess more importantly, why the hell am I outside? It is hot. It is very, very hot. But figure I still got to come outside, walk around. I don't have to be out here long, but I figure I still come outside and get a little bit of vitamin D and chat with y'all. So first, I guess I will say last night I did a little bit different stuff. I kind of talked about Tater for a while, and then I went off on my opinion on a different couple political things. And that chased a lot of people, scared a lot of people away. But hey, again, I'm not reliant on YouTube for money. I don't have to kiss people's asses. I don't have to kowtow to sponsors and all the other bullshit. And it says it's Blind Views, and it is my views. So I'm going to talk about what I want, and I'm going to tell you the way I think, the way I feel. Sometimes it just feels good to get the shit off your chest, whether it does anything or not. But anyway, we'll move on from that. And besides, I did warn you a while back that, hey, it's going to happen. Besides, Tater is getting very, very boring. The Route 66 stuff, nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing actually going on. So can't just talk about him forever. And besides, if that's all I talk about, people bitch. If I don't talk about him, people bitch. If I talk about something else, people bitch. So no matter what I do, people are going to bitch. So I'm going to do what I want and let the people bitch however they want. And speaking of people bitching, I talked about the Hanks in a video not too long ago. And I started the video by saying, let me preface this before I go on. I like the channel. I like the young kids. I think they're doing a fine job and blah, 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 blah. And then went on to critique them. And some people got a wild hair in their ass. Why is it any of your business? Why do you care what they do? They're doing this and that and that. Why is it wrong? Well, it's just my opinion. You don't have to fucking listen to it. They don't have to listen to it. Nobody has to. But I'm going to give it anyway. Because apparently there are some people that want to listen to it. So it's for you. But I did watch their recent video. Not a good video. I watch them all the time. Not for the same reason why I watch Tater. I watch them because I actually enjoy them. And I like the young folks. And I'm following their progress. And the funny thing is everything that people were bitching about, why is it my business, and what they do isn't wrong, and just because they don't have a plan, and blah, 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 blah. Well, what did their last video say? We need a plan. Oh, isn't that what I said? And they had to get a plan because, like I said, when you have professionals coming in and they're going to install electricity, they're going to dig you a well, they need to know exactly where it is or where you want it. Not, well, we might want it kind of almost in this vicinity. So they addressed all of that. Everything that I said that everybody was bitching about, oh, it's not your business, why you care? they addressed it all because it needed to be addressed, just for the reasons I said. But yeah, they're still clearing stuff. They got some more safety things, I guess. And they got some, I forget what they're called, but I guess snake repellent stuff. Almost like a baseball catcher's shin guards to wear. So if, she's tromping around in that stuff and critters come out and want to bite, they can't get her, which is cool. Got a little first aid kit with a tourniquet and some other things, which was a pretty good idea. And even Carl, whichever name you're using for him, he addressed the thing that his neighbor told him, another thing, exactly what I said, that when he fells these trees and they go down and they get snagged and hung up, yeah, you can create a widowmaker, exactly what I said, and his neighbor told him the same thing, so now he is doing things a little bit different. So my critiques weren't in the vein that you're used to me critiquing Tater because he's a pain in my ass. These were honest critiques, meant to be helpful, meant to be something that these young kids that are still learning need to look out for, and especially the safety aspect of using a chainsaw and doing it appropriately. And Kyle is actually taking better steps and more care. So the things that he's doing, his helmet and his little leather chaps will actually protect him more because he's being more safe. And that's all I was doing. Yeah, I was giving him a critique, but it was my critique and it was for a reason. Again, I think they're doing a bang up job. They're finding out a lot of stuff. Some of it the hard way, but just like you see a lot of these people that, like the Mikeys and now, and when Tater did it and all these other people, they make it sound like you go, you find land, you hand somebody some money, you sign the papers, and then you go do whatever you feel like. You go put your little shack on it. You do this, you do that. Well, maybe in some areas you can get away with more, but there's still hoops you got to jump through. And the Hanks, they are learning, and I guess they're going to be sharing that stuff about what the cost is for the electric, what the cost is for a well, what permits you have to get this done and that done. And then, and it's all a pain in the ass. Because when I was in the construction industry, you go through that stuff. It's like, okay, you need a permit to do this. So then you get the permit. And then now you got to have an inspector come out and look at it. And he checks a box. And then you can do so much. And then you do so much. Then the inspector you got to call the inspector. The inspector got to come out, stick his head in a hole or look at a wall, check another box. And then you can go ahead and complete the job. And then when it's all done, you got to call the inspector, and the inspector can come back and look at it again. So every time he comes in with his little notepad and a pen, you got to fork out some more money. And of course, you have to call and schedule an appointment. Just because you got it done today, is the inspector going to come out today or tomorrow? No, could be a week, could be a month. You never know. So they're learning all that kind of happy horse shit. And that was just kind of the things that I was saying is, yeah, when you're RVing and you're just a young couple and you're out there and you're like, yeah, we can do whatever we want. If we hit a roadblock, and we'll just find some back alley or a commercial place and we'll pull over and we'll stop for the night, or we'll go to a Walmart and we'll just wing it. Well, you can't just wing it anymore. You got all kinds of other cogs in this machine that have to be taken care of. It's just not you. And again, when the baby comes, it's going to be way different. So I wasn't trying to be mean. I might have came off as mean. That's just my nature, I guess. Even my wife says, she tells me all the time, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I understand. I've been like that my whole life. But I do like their channel. I think it's a good channel. I encourage you guys to go over, if you haven't, go over and check out the Hanks. I think it's going to be, I can't wait till the baby comes. I can't wait to see, because I know how they were with the cats. But with the baby, I think they're going to be great parents. Just because I say that they're, they fly by the seat of their pants and they do this and that. I didn't mean to make it sound like they're reckless or they don't think about things. Yeah, sure, they look at things and try to do things, but, and everything, granted, when your livelihood depends on YouTube and content, everything you do does revolve around making content, whether you want to admit it or whether they want to admit it or anybody else wants to admit it or not. That's what it boils down to. While we're doing this and getting this done and going here and doing that, we have to think of where the camera's going to be and who's going to hold the camera, who's going to do what, and then we got to edit this shit together because this is what pays the bills. So you have to keep that in mind as well. But these young folks they're good folks. They got excellent work ethic. They're not dummies by any means. They know what they got to do. They get it done. They're learning more and more every day. They're not like some of the people that we know. Oh, I know it's my way or no way. Don't do it. Blah, blah, blah. They actually do take advice and criticism, and they do adjust. And they're going to be just fine. They're going to be just fine, in my opinion. So if anybody got all crazy and got a wild hair in their ass because I spoke how you didn't want me to about the Hanks, well, again, I enjoy them. I like them. I watch their channel because I do enjoy them. And I am happy to see and follow their adventures. And some things I disagree with, so I'm going to say I did. Just like when they were trying to fix certain things. Now, certain things you rip and tear and fix and do, yeah, that's fine. But other things on your RV, you should go, yeah, even though I watched the video and I think, no, this one should be left to the professionals and have them go do it. Even though it's an inconvenience to leave your house somewhere, that's just one of the fucking downfalls of living in a vehicle. If it needs fixed, you got to drop your house off somewhere and wait till they get it fixed. So you don't want to do that, so you do it yourself. You fuck it all up, it still doesn't work, so guess what you got to do? You got to drop it off and wait for it to get fixed, and now you got to pay again. Because not only did you invest your time, you definitely had to invest money and running back and forth and getting the supplies that you need or you think you need. And then when it's not done right, now you have to go pay somebody where you should have just got it done in the first place. And again, I'm not saying that they're stupid or anything. Live and learn. And I'm sure, like I said, once that baby comes, the mindset's going to change. They're already changing. They're already learning that, buying land and doing this and doing that and going through all the bureaucracy and having people look at everything and check boxes and slide money to everybody to get everything done. They're learning that you just can't go, well, we'll figure it out later, because people want to know. So all you guys that got all shitty, rest assured, I wasn't being mean, and they addressed just about everything I said was addressed in their next video, which I thought was kind of interesting and ironic. Now, before I get on out of here, I want to say, BunnyPlaysHere went to a very cool spot. Damn it, I forgot what it was called. I wanted to remember so I could say, but, well, go over and watch her video and you can see it. But very cool, underground waterfall, very, very interesting stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous thing. And of course, it's done in bunny fashion, very informative and shot very well. So yeah, go over and check out BunnyPlaysHere to see that good stuff. And I guess Tater is doing the train to the Grand Canyon, him and his fiance, which was something that line screw addressed last night in the live stream. He asked, and then he made a video today, and it was like, yeah, what happened? What was this big public proposal and wearing rings a month or two before the proposal, and now after the proposal, post-proposal, everybody has their rings off, or Diana has hers on her different finger, and I don't know, all kinds of crazy shit. So that was interesting too. Yeah, I know people, you know, even the Tater supporters and the Blind View haters, they even only click when Tater's in the thumbnail. They come over just to bitch. All you ever talk about is the Nomadic Fanatic. If he didn't have a channel, you wouldn't have a channel. You don't talk about nothing else. And then when I talk about something else, nobody clicks. I get less than 1,000 views because I'm talking about something else besides the Tater. I even talked about the Nomadic ladies. A couple of the ladies and what they were doing got 800 and some views. Which, again, I don't care. I mean, a little bit I care. But the point is don't come over and bitch because all you click on is. It's not all I do. It's just all you fucking click on. So you think that's all I do. Or even if some of the ones that Tater is on the thumbnail, I'm not stupid. I'm going to get Tater on the thumbnail to get you morons to click on it. So you come over and bitch some more about all you do is, but I'll talk about 4 or 5 other people, and then I'll talk about Tater at the end. And then I'll just get to the Tater. I don't care about all these other fucking people. Just blah, blah, blah. So, again, like I said in the beginning, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So I'm going to do exactly what the fuck I want, and if you don't like it, don't click.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.